away for a very long time. Let's put it that way. And a lot's happened in that space of time. For me personally, and for the world, I suppose. I'll say sorry for not doing a video sooner. It's been difficult. Been a lot going on in my personal life. I left my old job. I started a new job. Then the pandemic started, and I'm on my second round of furlough, and I've been on furlough since just before Christmas. But one of the major things that has stopped me doing YouTube videos has been lack of peace and quiet in my house, in my flat. I've got very noisy neighbours. So although furlough may have been the perfect time to get back onto this, it proved almost impossible because of the neighbours. I had two distinct sets of neighbours in the same flat beneath me, both of which were very, very loud. But recently, some new people have moved in down below, and they're a lot quieter. And also, recently I've taken some time to completely gut the spare room in my flat and turned it into a kind of study, a little office, which is where I am right now. And hopefully you'll notice a big difference in audio quality here, because while going through all my stuff, I realised that, in a previous life, I was a working and gigging musician. I had lots of microphones and such lying around, so I found a couple of USB condenser microphones. I'm using one of those right now. And because I have an actual space for a desktop computer now, I can hopefully do this a little bit more, I don't want to say professionally, I'll say a little bit above average, let's say it that way, in the future, using actual video editing software and a proper condenser mic. I was spending some time this morning trying to hook up a way to do a binaural video with left ear and right ear using two of these microphones, but the software I'm using right now doesn't allow simultaneous recording from two sources, so hopefully I'll be able to find something soon that will allow me to do that. So yeah, if you've listened this far, let me know how the audio quality is here. I'm hoping it's better and more effective than using the iPhone and the iPhone earbuds. So yeah, the video today is just going to be flicking through this book, which I've just not really been paying attention to. It's a Twin Peaks themed cookbook that was given to me as a gift by my girlfriend several years ago. It's full of some very cool recipes, but we've only ever actually made one. The cherry pie, the Black Lodge cherry pie. It was delicious. So, I'm not going to pay that much attention visual element to this first video back. And I'm just kind of gonna get caught up a little bit with you. So, like I say, I'm no longer in my previous job, and my current one is a little bit more related to my past life as a musician. I'm working in entertainment in a large Scottish resort. It has its challenges. Let's leave it at that. But with any luck, I should be seeing some reasonably big life changes in the next 6 to 8 months. I'm hoping to retrain and do something completely different. But we'll see what comes of that. The last time I spoke to you, I think I was waxing lyrical about a WWE pay-per-view and preparing to go to America to see WrestleMania 35, which I did. Me and my girlfriend did that, and that pie was excellent, by the way, when we made this. Oh, it was good. But yeah, we went to what now feels like it may end up being the last normal WrestleMania ever. It was like 85,000 people crammed into an American football stadium at the MetLife Stadium, and it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. There was we went to Fan Access. We went to WrestleMania, obviously. We did lots of other New York stuff. We saw a few Broadway shows. We saw Mean Girls, and we saw Frozen, and I feel like we saw a third, but I can't quite remember what it was. But yeah, we had a great time in New York. And then later, like just literally days before the UK went into lockdown, we returned from 2 weeks in Florida, visiting Disney World and Kennedy Space Center and all that stuff again. And we were incredibly lucky. I mean, we arrived back in the UK basically a year ago, maybe to the day. We had a long layover in Dublin airport, and while we were on that layover, kind of tired out of our mind, that's when one of the first budget announcements came from Rishi Sunak about sick pay. So that kind of gives you a rough idea of where we were. So we were very lucky. We were maybe days away from getting kind of stranded or stuck, maybe. I don't know. So we were very fortunate. One of the, I mean, not a small group, probably millions, but one of a relatively small group of people who got to have a last normal holiday before all this happened. So I thank my lucky stars for that, because it's not like we're particularly rich or anything. That was kind of always going to be a kind of last in a wee while holiday, because we spent so much money in a short space of time. We did New York WrestleMania, then Disney World within basically a year of that, so funds were depleted. So I hope everyone that is listening has managed through this last year or so as best you can. It's been difficult, I think, for everybody for different reasons. I think everyone's struggling with something, and hopefully you've all managed to stay safe. And if you haven't, and if your members of your family haven't, I'm really sorry, and I feel for you. I've had some close calls myself with family and friends, and I've not seen my family since last January. We missed out on Christmas together in 2019 because of my new job, and then I went home to Ireland, and we had a fake Christmas in the first week of January, where my mum did a turkey dinner and everything, and it was super nice. So I was over there for I think 4 or 5 days then, and that was the last time I've seen them, and that is the longest I've ever been away from home. So it's tough, and I'm well aware that the difficulties that I've faced are on the low end of that spectrum. So I can't imagine how some people have managed to have had significantly bigger problems to deal with for this time. But hopefully we're close to the end, eh? So our fingers crossed. But I hope you find some kind of silver lining in it. Whether it be finding time with the family that you live with, or reconnecting with old friends on social media, or I don't know. I keep seeing these things on TV or whatever, people with kind of silver lining stories. And the best one I can come up with is that I redecorated a room and I've reclaimed my lost desktop PC. So little victories, eh? I'm not sure what else there is to catch you up on, as if you're interested. It just gives me something to ramble about while I chew. Yeah, I've another thing that I've kind of been thinking about recently, I guess, which is part of the reason why I'm back doing this video. It's been kind of watching some ASMR again. I mean, I never stopped watching ASMR, to relax or fall asleep, but I'm kind of paying more attention to it and really getting a sense of time. I'm thinking about what kind of got me into ASMR in the first place. I don't know if anyone else has a similar story to this, but one of the first times I ever remember feeling that kind of ASMR thing was watching the snooker on BBC TV, where it's all very quiet, it's all kind of about, touching things very gently, and commentators whispering in like these very deep, gravelly, smoky voices, and there's something about that I found relaxing. So every time snooker was on TV, I would watch it, and I became a fan of snooker because of that. I'm not a sports person by any means, but for some reason I always really like to see what's going on in snooker once or twice a year. But then, in terms of YouTube, I guess it's about 10 or 11 years ago now that I started using some YouTube videos to relax rather than, for information or entertainment or whatever. And the first one, the first YouTube channel I ever used for that purpose is still going today, and is not a very big channel at all, and is also not an ASMR channel. It's a retro video games channel by a guy called Steve Benway, who's English. And I don't know, man, there's something just really relaxing about his voice to me. I'm sure few people will agree if they go and look him out, but I used to, probably like 2009, 2010, would fall asleep listening to him reviewing like technology, like handheld video games or whatever. Oh, that looks good. Johnny Horn's Totem Tower. What's in there? Those are English muffins, and it's some kind of meat, I think. Maybe not, though. Maybe. Oh, no, yeah, minced pork. I would eat that. Yes, I would eat that. So, yeah, sorry. Steve Benway was kind of my first ASMR channel, even though it's not an ASMR channel. And then I stumbled on VeniVidiVulpes. VeniVidiVulpes. You know what I mean. And her rambling video that's like 30 minutes long, and it's just her kind of looking into the camera, whispering, brushing her hair. And I feel like I've probably watched that video like 2,000 or 3,000 times in my life, falling asleep or just trying to chill out or whatever. And for a very long time, that's all ASMR was to me. I wasn't even aware of the term. It was kind of odd English people reviewing technology. I get kind of ASMR vibes from TechMoan, if anyone follows him. I love TechMoan's channel, it's genuinely really interesting, but he's also got a very relaxing voice. So it was just like kind of that one VeniVidiVulpes. I keep saying it differently every time. VeniVidiVulpes video, and Steve Benway's channel, a few others like that I would fall asleep to. And then I think it was someone on TV. I think it was like a sitcom or a teen drama or something with like a nonchalant teenager chewing gum. And I was like, oh, there's something about that. I went on YouTube, searched for gum chewing, and then the next video. So there's like just these kind of 3 videos I use, not even channels, that were just to fall asleep to. There was Steve Benway's videos, there was VeniVidiVulpes video, the hairbrushing one. There's also Ephemeral Rift's CandyMan video. That might have been the first time with chewing of some kind, because I love that video and the sound of his crinkly jacket. And then the next video that has gotten a lot of play for like relaxing and falling to sleep was a girl called, I think her name is just Gentle ASMR. Maybe. I think it's just Gentle ASMR. She's an English girl. I think her name is Rachel. And she has a video that's, again, just her chewing gum and doing a list of like interesting facts, like trivia. And that's another one where I've probably watched hundreds of times just to fall asleep. So yeah, that's a little bit of how I consume ASMR. And thinking about that and kind of watching how my own channel has grown in the last 2 or 3 years without me adding anything to it has kind of been weirdly a songwriter. Kind of, I think one of your big aims in songwriting is to write a song that people love and that people connect to. And even if you just get one and then give up, you're gonna have a certain amount of satisfaction. And kind of looking at my numbers, I've realised that there must be at least a handful of people who use like that one video of mine to fall asleep or relax or whatever over and over and over again, because it's got like a crazy amount of views and a crazy amount of hours of watch time, and it's just me sitting there chewing gum and reading a comic book. So I was kind of surprised. I'm consistently surprised that that video and some of the others I've done are kind of consistently doing well without any kind of anything from me in the last 2 years. So I want to thank you if you're someone that's subscribed in the last couple of years and have continued to be a subscriber without any kind of content. I'm not promising that I'm going to have like 3 videos a week. I'm probably not going to be a professional ASMR person anytime soon. But I enjoy doing it. And I think now that I've got a space, and I think I started this thought at the beginning and then didn't finish it. But I've kind of figured out a way using software to do some reasonably inconspicuous noise reduction. So while I've been doing this video, I've heard my door being knocked, I've heard downstairs moving around, and I've heard next door moving around. But hopefully, after I've kind of treated it in the audio program, you will not be able to hear that, and you'll just have my rich, dulcet tones. Okay, so I finished off that thought, and now I've forgotten how to finish the thought that I cut myself off in the middle of to finish that one. Yeah, so, I mean, the purpose of this video is really just to have an excuse to ramble like this and talk about where I've been, why I've not been doing this. I would eat that. I would quite like to eat that, I'll tell you that. So I figured, because most of my videos involve gum chewing, I would go chew some gum. And since I am in no condition to be in front of a camera right now, I figured I would do one of these pointed at a book. And it's a book that I often like to just flick through because, I mean, look at that. Who doesn't love to just look at photos of delicious milkshakes? I know I do. Okay, so I think let's bring this up to nearly 25 minutes. That's pretty good. Let's, you know what, we'll actually just focus on the book for a little while. And let's see what else we've got. Today I'm just chewing some boring old peppermint gum. I've been thinking about things I could do as kind of motivation to keep doing videos. I feel like I need help from you guys because I'm not very keyed into the community. I don't spend a lot of time on YouTube, except kind of in my own familiar haunts, like I've expressed, I guess. So I don't know if anyone else. There's a fish in the percolator. So I don't know if this is like a regular thing other people do, or people would like it, but I was thinking of doing like maybe a weekly kind of a zeitgeist roundup, you know, like movie reviews, TV culture for maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes once a week, like this. Not sure whether it should be whispered or whispered with gum or what combination will work best, but I've been thinking about trying to do something like that. That would be kind of a hybrid of ASMR and kind of opinion content, but the opinion would be very gentle, don't worry. It wouldn't be, I really want donuts. Yeah, would really like some donuts. Maybe something like that, maybe. But another reason I've done this today is because the last 24 hours or so, I've had the most horrendous migraine. I've been incredibly unwell. And the nice thing about doing this is that it actually doesn't involve focusing on anything or staring at a screen. Just kind of sitting in a dimly lit room, flipping through a book. Oh, we're back to Bobby Briggs's barbecue burger. Oh. So, yeah, sorry, I've come into this completely with no plan. Please forgive me. I am going to go on and let me know. Let me know what you think of the audio setup, if it's good or bad. If it could be more this, less that, whatever. And let me know if you've got any requests for something, or any ideas. Because I'm bored out of my mind at the minute. I'm looking for some kind of creative outlet, I guess. So it's nice to be back. And maybe sometime soon I'll see you properly and have a little bit more of a focused video. I should also say that just after the last video I did, like in 2018, I think it was, which is crazy, or 2019, I actually bought a bunch of stuff specifically for YouTubing. Like I got a ring light even, can you imagine? A bloody ring light. And yeah, none of that stuff's been used, but if I can get myself motivated and figure out a way to fit this into my schedule efficiently, and use this new space I have, then we can get something going. I can see you a bit more regularly, because I've missed you all again. Okay. Well, it's been lovely speaking to you, speaking at you.